Thank you.
So Mark, thanks for speaking to us today. So it's been 9 months since the A&E here closed. What's the kind of work that's gone into opening it part-time?
So we've put a tremendous amount of work in as a trust. We've gone out to recruit nationally, internationally. We've looked at changing people's job descriptions and roles to try and backfill some of the vacant posts that we've had for doctors, so redefine roles so that we can utilise people in a different way. If I tell you that our clinical director Graham Ellis has probably seen more CVs than he's had hot dinners over the last 9 months. We're experts at Skype interviewing people on the other side of the globe. We have gone to huge lengths. That has given us a small number of doctors, additional doctors than we had back in April, which is part of the reason we're able to reopen today. But I have to say the majority of the reason we're able to reopen today is the goodwill of our staff who've agreed to work additional hours on top of what they're contracted to do, and that on the background of an exceptionally busy time for emergency departments up and down the country. So I'd just like to say a huge thank you to them, because without them we wouldn't be in a position to reopen today.
Absolutely. And I mean, how does it feel after all of that work to have reopened, to have arrived at this stage?
I think the trust as a whole, we see this as a huge positive. We always said that we intended to reopen this department if we were able to secure staffing to provide a safe service for our patients. We're confident that we're in that position to do that on a 12-hour basis, so the unit will be open from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening. It will be open 7 days a week. It isn't what we would like to do, which is a full 24-hour opening, but we're not resting on our laurels. We are continuing with that recruitment process. We're continuing on looking at how we can utilise our staff in a different way, bring new staff members online to actually deliver some of those roles other than doctors who, I have to be honest with you, there is still a deficit across the country of around 50% of those doctors in training to deliver emergency department services as we know them today. So it's an opportunity for us to redefine how we use staff within the trust as well.
So what's that going to take? I mean, you've worked up until this stage to get it to reopen with this number of staff at the moment. What's it going to take to do that full time? Because everyone outside was, really saying it's great that it's reopened to this point. They want it open 24 hours, absolutely. But what's it actually going to take?
So if I give you some in context, when we went into this situation, we had 5 doctors available to work to cover the unit. We've now got that up to 9, but not all of those are permanent members of staff. We would like to see, if we went back to our previous model, we would need 14 members of staff to reopen and run both units, both the Preston and Chorley units on a 24-hour basis. So we've still got a significant gap there. Also around sustainability, so that's around safety, but sustainability, we would want the majority of those staff to be permanent, who are fully committed to working with the trust, not just locums who can come and go pretty much as they would like to, but who are signed up on a permanent contract of employment. So there is still a gap there. As I say, we're not being complacent, we're still actively recruiting, we're still being innovative as far as offering posts that are attractive to doctors to come and work with us, but we're also exploring longer term options around, as I say, redefining staff roles and training other people with different skill sets, so people like physicians associates and some of our nursing staff to have extended roles so that they can backfill some of the function of those doctors that we're struggling to recruit.
And in terms of the kind of doctors that are in there at the moment, what kind of challenges are they going to face? You've talked about, just kind of taking on extra hours and just that goodwill. What do you think the challenges that they're going to face are?
Well, I think everybody's aware up and down the country of the huge pressure that emergency department services have been put under over the last month or so, especially over the Christmas and New Year period. This is a very tough job. People come here, the cases they see and they deal with, it's non-stop. There is constant demand on the services. We see the sickest people through our emergency departments, and yet our staff, our nursing and medical staff, our ancillary staff, they come back day after day and deal with that on a daily basis. They are battle hardened to a degree because they're used to that, but of course the more pressure we put upon them, the more they feel that, but they are committed to delivering the best and the safest possible service we can for the whole of our population. They are fully committed to doing that, and that's why I say we owe them a great debt of gratitude for their efforts to reopen this unit today.
And in terms of how people in the area use the A&E and the urgent care centre, can you just talk a little bit about that?
Well, emergency departments are for emergencies. Let's be very clear. We have got some figures that show 30 to 40% of people attending emergency departments could be looked after in other places. That could be as simple as a pharmacy, going to get some simple medication. It could be going to a general practitioner in a timely manner to have their issues sorted out. It could be an urgent care centre. So actually emergency departments are for emergencies. If we are dealing with emergencies, other people will have to wait, and we've seen waiting times recently far in excess of what we would like them to be. But part of that is a responsibility of ourselves as the general public to choose wisely when we have got an ailment and utilise the other things that are available to us. Emergency departments will always be there, but we have to protect them, and we have to protect them for when we absolutely need them.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you for speaking to us.
Okay, thank you.